Hello and welcome everybody to CATAN Connect the World, our very first global board game event to celebrate 30 years of CATAN. Also, hello all the players around the world who join us on this very special day and occasion. CATAN is one of the most well-known classic board games worldwide. Created by Klaus Teuber in 1995, CATAN has been a very hit since its release 30 years ago. We switch over now to Benny Teuber, his son, who has a few things to say to us.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Teuber. Welcome to this year's CATAN Connect the World event, the first ever global CATAN board game event where more than 35 countries play CATAN on one day. Today we want to experience the joy of playing CATAN all together and share unique moments of fun. So without further ado, let's kick off this truly global gaming session. I wish you all fun and enjoy the games, be it at one of the many tables across the world or in front of your devices.
Since its release in 1995, CATAN has built a huge fan base and was very quickly critically acclaimed. By now, it has been translated into more than 45 languages and is available in over 100 countries. CATAN ranks amongst the top 3 of the biggest family games worldwide. And today we, like I said before, celebrate 30 years of CATAN. We celebrate 30 years of fun and games with friends and family. And this is how it all started.
CATAN Connect is a new version of the base game. It's absolutely unique because it allows as many people as possible to play together at the same time. Basically, you do everything simultaneously. It's super entertaining, sometimes very stressful, but always a lot of fun. And this is what it's all about, right? So this is why we are very excited to have all CATAN fans around the world playing the new CATAN Connect today together. If you think about CATAN, CATAN is about playing together, spending time together, and most importantly, building memories together. I think it's one of the very few games that will stay with you your entire life. And this is why we have a global community that spans across 40 countries that we want to connect today by playing together. We want to create a truly unique experience by playing CATAN Connect across the globe within 24 hours. From our entire team, a very warm welcome. We are delighted to have everyone on board today, and please enjoy yourselves.
We're very sorry for the little technical hiccup. That was Sabrina Riesch, Head of Marketing and Sales for the CATAN brand. Thank you, Sabrina, for your warm words. And again, sorry. Now we will switch over to the history, to the story of 30 years of CATAN. Cosmos is not only the publisher of CATAN, Cosmos is one of the leading publishers of guides, children's books and toys in the German-speaking market. For over 100 years, Cosmos has been bringing knowledge, adventure and joy to families throughout science kits and games. Right? You heard correct. As we celebrate CATAN's anniversary, a highlight, an absolute highlight, has been this year's CATAN World Championship in Stuttgart, the very hometown of the CATAN brand. 90 players from 60 countries competed against each other for the title of becoming world champion. How it played out? Let's have a look.
We are here in Stuttgart at the State Museum for the 2025 World Championship. CATAN actually started its journey here in Stuttgart 30 years ago, and now 90 players from 60 nations have come together to compete against one another. Also very excitingly, today for the first time, players get to actually play with our next edition, which we created for this jubilee of celebrating 30 years.
It's just really fun to actually play against some of the other best players in the world. So it's not often you get to do this sort of thing, and every game's really competitive, so it's great.
It was a long way to come here from Peru to Germany, but just having the chance to play with these guys, learning from their experience and their knowledge and their skills was everything.
People from all around the world here competing, and like we all have different passions, different jobs, different everything, but when we play CATAN, we know everything about everyone, so that's the best feeling ever.
There's so much different skills involved in the game, but at the same time, there's also a little bit of luck, so every game can be a little bit different, so that keeps it very interesting.
We are here at the final table of the CATAN World Championship 2025.
Every game was competitive, so I think I was just like a little bit lucky. I was able to hit the right rolls I needed to win, but really anyone could have won that last game, I think.
The thing here is that we have one love, and it's CATAN, so you will immediately understand that you have something to talk to people about. But it has been like super lovely meeting people across the world from different nations, different backgrounds, so it has been really a lovely experience.
Yeah, it brings people together, and I think that's a big part of the event as well, actually.
An awesome experience and an awesome highlight in the history of CATAN, the World Championships in Stuttgart 2025, excuse me. And now for something very special, because Benjamin Teuber recently had the joy to host an exclusive session for some lucky German CATAN fans to introduce the fresh and thrilling CATAN Connect experience. But see for yourself.
Hat jemand ein... Ja, magst du gegen Getreide oder gegen den Schaf? Ich nehme Schaf. Braucht jemand Getreide?
Ja, gegen Erz.
Ah, nein, ich brauche gegen den Holz oder Lehm.
Ich finde das wirklich so geil, dass man überall tauschen kann. Das ist so, man ruft einmal in den Raum so, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Du kannst gleich eine Stadt bauen.
Lehm gefällt mir besser.
Lehm, kann ich dir nehmen?
Das stimmt, er hat zuerst gefragt. Tut mir leid. Ja, gleich.
Antonio, du wirst bestimmt Lehm haben für ein Erz, oder? Für ein Erz? Ich brauche dein Getreide. Ich brauche dein Getreide fürs Erz. Sorry.
11. Wow, 11 ist richtig. Warte mal. Stopp mal, kriege ich da jetzt 4-mal scharf? Das ist ein bisschen stressig hier, ne?
Das ist ein bisschen stressig hier. Das ist wirklich ein bisschen.
Mag ich jetzt? Oh, das ist schön. Also CATAN definitiv so Weihnachtszeit auch, weil das meistens dann so diese besinnlichere Zeit ist, und vor allem wenn dann auch wieder kalt ist, der Herbst. Also bei uns ist das dann meistens Brettspiele dann so in der dunklen Jahreszeit. Und dann ist das wirklich so da stehen Kekse auf dem Tisch, man holt das Spiel raus, man trinkt einen Kakao, einen Tee und dann spielt man halt gemeinsam. Also das ist so, was da mitschwingt.
Ich kann dir Holz. 1, 2, 1, 2 ist mehr. Komm. Ja gut, 1, 1.
Ich lerne hier von dir, danke.
Definitiv als Kind. Ich tippe mal schon so mit so 10, 12. Ich habe es mir dann selber gekauft vor 2,5 Jahren. Und dann sind noch die ganzen Erweiterungen dazu gekommen. Und ja, besonders die Erweiterung, das Basisspiel mit den Erweiterungen habe ich dann komplett gehuckt. Seefahrer-Erweiterung mit Städte und Ritter ist mein Favorit. Und dann Szenario Groß-Katan. Ne? Also
das ist immer so aufregend, das ist super! Guck, wenn alle machen, mach ich auch. Ja, ich hab's manifestiert. Komm dazu, mein kleines Schaf. Oh ja, ich liebe an Katan ganz, ganz doll, dass man am besten strategisch spielt, also dass man so ein bisschen mitdenken muss. Muss man natürlich nicht, aber ich finde, wenn man strategisch spielt, dann macht es einfach viel mehr Spaß. Und ich mag bei dem Catan Connect zum Beispiel, dass man auf Zeit spielt. Weil oft ist es ja so, dass sich ganz viele so super viel Zeit lassen. Deswegen mag ich das sehr gerne.
Du bist auch ein Verkäufer hier, ne? Also, Hamburger Fischmarkt.
18 Punkte.
Okay, stopp die Uhr, jetzt wird's spannend.
Die schönsten Erinnerungen, die ich mit Catan verbinde, sind tatsächlich, wenn ich an die Weltmeisterschaften denke. Denn dass 60 Teilnehmer aus so verschiedenen Kulturkreisen das schaffen, zusammenzuspielen und friedlich am Tisch zu sitzen, während vielleicht die Political Leaders in den jeweiligen Ländern eher streiten als gut miteinander klarkommen, ist für mich ein sehr schönes Zeichen der Völkerverständigung und ein friedlicher Ausdruck, das Spielen eben doch auch verbindet.
Connecting people, that's all it's about here with Catan. Today, it's all about Catan Connect, a new approach which takes the Catan experience to the very next level. It's fast-paced, it's highly interactive, and it's very, very strategic. Built on the familiar rules of Catan, the board game, one box of Connect allows up to 6 players to play simultaneously on a interconnected map. Additional Connect sets allow the player to scale the player amount, to literally infinite, at least in theory. Now, for real, the system of player adjustability is ideal for events, for game nights with friends, or like today, tournaments. And speaking of tournaments, today we want to connect people around the world throughout Catan and celebrate the joy of playing together. This is the first global board game event. 35 countries are connected via an international live stream. Every continent plays Catan Connect simultaneously. First we go on to switch to Asia. We get to know the players in Taiwan, in Hong Kong and in Japan. Then our journey will take us to Europe, where we will meet participants of Spain, Germany, the United Kingdom, Poland, South Africa, Romania, Portugal, the Republic of Ireland and Latvia. And last but not least, we will visit the American continent. Los Angeles, Knoxville, Mexico and Chile are our destinations. Catan Connect stands for togetherness, strategic gameplay and a strong community spirit. And now I'm ready to connect to whoever is ready to talk to me from Asia. Hello, nice to see you in... Hi, where are you?
In Taiwan, in Taipei.
We're in Taiwan, in Taipei. Oh,
yes,
hello.
in Taiwan, in Taipei.
How are you doing? Hello.
Good. Can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you very good.
Yes.
Please,
we are in a shopping mall in Taipei.
Okay, please explain and show the mood and the players.
Yeah,
How many players are around?
So now, today we have 80 players. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we have 80 players joining us. Hello. Yes. So the players came earlier today to learn the rules, and later we are ready to start. Hello.
I see you are very, very, very excited. Greetings from Germany,
Yes.
from the headquarters of today's CATAN Connect stream. What is your ambition? What is your
Yes.
goal today? Do you want to have the biggest and first winner of this CATAN Connect stream?
Yes, we hope so. We know we are starting at the same time with Japan and Hong Kong, but we expect maybe we have the first winner today. And today we are in a very beautiful shopping mall. So we have a very big screen on top, and then people are shopping. They come here, and then we are very happy that 80 players are joining us today in the CATAN Connect.
Do you expect any spectators to bulk up around the tables and cheer for the players?
You mean the people in the shopping mall?
Like bystanders, you know?
We have influencers. By the way, we have the youngest player we have today is 4 years old. She's with her dad.
4 years, future champion.
Yes. If you see the children is over there. And then we have two, the most experienced player is 49 years old. We have two today. And
What a perfect picture that shows the range of age and agelessness for persons to play CATAN together. Awesome. Thank you very much. We talk later.
You're welcome.
A little more.
Okay.
And have all the fun in the world.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the mood is set. At least in Taipei, in Taiwan, the shopping mall is a perfect place. I would say we switch over to Hong Kong next. Hello.
Hi.
Greetings to Hong Kong. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing really fine. My name is Rachel and I'm the moderator from Hong Kong. We're currently in Wan Chai, we are in a place called Goethe Institute, which is a German language school.
Oh, nice to see. I see the Kinderecke, the children's corner behind you on the wall. Very, very nice.
Yes.
We were just talking here in the studio before that like CATAN Connect maybe not the right game for a library, and now I see a very quiet room. Hello to all the players, boys and girls. How many players are there today for you?
We are having 12 players here.
Oh, okay.
Because the weather is not that great today, so therefore we're only having 12 players right here. But it's still fine. The mood, everybody is really excited while they are doing the sample game playing. It's really excited, and they still doesn't want to reset the game either because they're really excited.
Yes, understandably so. Any problems with the rules? No, right? Because the rules are mainly based on the base game of CATAN. There's not much difference to that. Are you ready for the utter chaos that might come up when everybody talks and trades and deals with everybody else at the same time?
Let me ask them. Everybody, are you guys ready for the activity?
Yay! Great, awesome. Thank you very much. We will talk later again, and I wish you all lots of fun and the best of times.
Thank you.
Thank you. So then there is one place left to go. That will be our Japanese Japanese community, excuse me. We're still waiting for the signal, so I'm just talking a little bit. I'm listening in. Okay, we try to connect to the Japanese community.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Somewhere there. Oh yeah, oh, on the top left. All right. Hello. Welcome. Konnichiwa. Wow, awesome. That sounds like you're absolutely in the mood for some CATAN action.
So?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Ah, great. So, how many players have you on site?
はい、今はですね、何人いるかなっていう質問が出てきましたね。はい、there are 60 people in total.
60 people. Oh, that is a huge Catan Connect game. Are you prepared for the chaos that will surely come up? Hello. Welcome everybody to this very first global board gaming event. Very excited to have you all here, and I hope the very best for each and every one of you to win the big trophy.
はい、来てくれてありがとうということで、ビッグトロフィーをもらえるように頑張ってください。
Thank you
こ
very
ちら
much.
日本でした。Thank you so much.
Any message from Japan for our live stream? Do you have a message for us, for the live stream audience? Like Japan will surely win the big prize.
We want to win in Asia. Yes.
Yes. The Asian champion will come from Japan?
Yes, we will.
All right. Okay, so
こちらから優勝賞を出しましょうということで。
yes, we will write it down and then we will connect to you later again. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
はい、じゃあ私たちは頑張りましょう。優勝取れるように。
All right, that was fun. I would say one other place that has had a lot of excitement is a place where we were before, a couple of minutes. The first event, Benny Teuber played with German influencers a round of Catan Connect. We showed you the first part of this experience. Now it's time to show you the second.
Nein, ich bin dran. Du darfst nicht bauen. Ich darf bauen. Du machst die ganze Zeit. Verwirr mich nicht, Brudi.
Holz? Ich brauche Holz. Ernst?
Ja.
Haha, wir sind Freunde.
Hat jemand ein Getreide? Ich brauche ein Getreide. Hast du ein Getreide? Kannst du mir ein Getreide?
Nee. Das habe ich hier schon alles geplant.
Wer wollte Stroh die ganze Zeit haben?
Ich hab Erz.
Gegen Lehm.
Erz.
Ich weiß jetzt ehrlich gerade nicht mehr, was ich will. Ich habe meine Strategie verloren.
Und jetzt baue ich noch 2 Straßen.
Läuft bei dir?
Ja, es ist keine Ahnung, was da passiert.
Hier.
18 Punkte.
Was?
Nein!
Es ist mir sehr peinlich, aber ich wollte auch nicht extra schlecht spielen.
Ich finde Catan Connect richtig toll, weil ich finde es cool, dass man die ganze Zeit spielt und nicht wie beim Basisspiel erstmal warten muss, bis alle anderen dran sind. Und man ist so richtig im Element und dann, wenn man noch auf Zeit spielt, dann muss man noch richtig schnell handeln. Also ich bin sehr begeistert. Aber ja, hat trotzdem nicht so viel gebracht.
Das ist so geil, ne?
Sieht ja nur gut aus.
Das macht so Bock. Das ist krass.
Das macht schon Bock, ne?
Jill?
Was denn?
Dein Getreide?
Nee, ich hab
Nee, auf keinen Fall, Leute.
Ich muss jetzt erstmal an mich selbst denken hier.
Also richtig krass. Also anfangs, als ich gelesen habe, dass es einen runtertickenden Timer gibt, war es bei mir so, oh Gott, ein Timer, der runtertickt, okay, kann bei 1 Minute starten, aber trotzdem 1 Minute. Wenn die Zeit dann vorbei ist, dann darf ich nichts mehr machen, dann ist der andere dran. Aber das hat so viel Spannung in das Spiel reingebracht, also richtig positives Gefühl.
Boah, du hättest ja mit einer 6, dann könnten wir auch tauschen.
Ja, dann, die muss nur mal kommen.
Du hebst dir wahrscheinlich für die Stadt auf, gell?
Ja, ich brauche wirklich ganz dringend ein Erz. Also falls jemand ein Schaf. 2 Schaf.
Okay, Deal. Du willst Schaf.
Sie war sehr schnell, also man musste sich wirklich erstmal daran gewöhnen, dass man begrenzt Zeit hat, um alle Sachen zu machen, sei es eben handeln und schauen, taktisch zu überlegen. Ich meine, man kann ja nicht jedes Mal bauen, das nimmt dann wieder ein bisschen Stress raus, aber diese 30 Sekunden oder 35 Sekunden, das war schnell, es war sehr rasant Und am Anfang war ich ein bisschen gestresst, aber dann macht es richtig Spaß und man ist auch wirklich die ganze Zeit mit dabei. Es kommt eigentlich keine Langeweile auf oder so, weil man gar keine Zeit dafür hat, weil alles so schnell geht.
Mach's nicht!
Ja.
Mach's nicht! Nein,
Dann
verliere ich meine Straßen! Danke! Seid ihr auch so nervös die ganze Zeit?
Ja, was für eine Zahl kommt, gell? Ja! Perfekt!
Ich hab die immer noch.
Zweimal Erz jetzt.
Ich finde, das Schöne war daran, dass man sehr, sehr schnell auch viel machen konnte. Manchmal hat man das Gefühl, dass gerade bei den Basisspielen mit Erweiterung braucht es ein bisschen, bis man richtig in Spielen reinkommen kann, bis man seine Ressourcen und so bekommt. Und hier hat man ja innerhalb von 30, 40 Minuten plötzlich 18 Siegpunkte. Und man hat richtig was zu tun gehabt auf dem Feld. Und was sich besonders unterscheidet, ist die viele Kommunikation mit Leuten um einen herum. Also, dass man plötzlich mit 6 Leuten eigentlich aktiv direkt spielt und die ganze Zeit guckt, okay, was machen die anderen, welchen Druckstoff haben die? Und es wird viel mehr dabei noch geredet und es ist natürlich auch mit einer ganz anderen Dynamik verbunden. Dadurch, wenn man sagt, hey, jeder Zug sind nur 30 Sekunden, dann wird es hektisch, aber in einem guten Sinne.
Holz gegen Lehm. Ich brauche Schaf gegen Holz. Nehme ich. Ja? Schaf gegen Lehm. Schaf gegen Lehm.
Benni, kannst du ein bisschen langsam machen mit Gewinn, weil ich will wirklich nur was machen.
Dieses Gerücht habe ich schon gehört, dass ich lieber CATAN Connect spiele als das CATAN Grundspiel. Aber man muss sagen, es stimmt teilweise. Ich spiele es lieber als eine 5-6er CATAN. Man ist gleichzeitig am Zug. Es ist sehr rasant, sehr actionreich. Für mich persönlich ist das einfach eine Spielweise, die mir sehr gefällt, da man doch konstant am Schaffen ist und sehr sicher nach 25, 30 Minuten auch mit dem Spiel durch ist und dann gerne noch mal eine zweite Partie dranhängt.
All right, we've seen the fun. Time to learn how it's done. Since in CATAN Connect all players act simultaneously, also explore, trade, build, it can get quite chaotic. Therefore, the free app CATAN Connect helps to ensure a smooth gameplay experience by providing dice rolls, a scalable timer, and overall it works as an intuitive guide through the session. So here is how CATAN Connect is played.
Welcome to an exciting CATAN adventure. Ready for a fast-paced journey on the vast island world of CATAN Connect? Here you don't just play together, but all at the same time. How is that supposed to work? See for yourself. The rules of CATAN the game form the basis for a game of Connect. In addition, there are a few more rules. There are 2 starting areas on each game board, 1 for each person. During the game, you and everyone else on your side of the game board have a turn at the same time. One side is the sun side, the other the moon side. In your starting area, there are 2 settlements and 1 city on the printed starting positions. In addition, 1 street each. For each terrain hex adjacent to the city, you receive the starting resources that match the terrain hexes. The robber starts at the desert field in your starting area. 4 markers help you to keep track of your score. Now to the game. Each round is limited in time. The app shows you the countdown. Either only everyone on the sunny side or everyone on the moon side is active. Active means you can not only trade, but also build, buy developments, and or play a development from a previous round. As soon as the Game Master starts the app and the timer starts, everyone plays at the same time. The app determines the dice roll. If you own a settlement or city on a terrain hex with the number rolled, you take the corresponding resources and place them face up in front of you. Now, the trading can begin. You may trade with the person opposite you and with the 4 people sitting on the boards to your left and right. You can also trade with the supply at a ratio of 4-to-1. Or use the trading stations on the game board. They work in exactly the same way as the ports in CATAN the game. If you are sitting at the beginning or end of the table row, there is one exception. You may trade with the market, but only if you are active. In return, you can exchange 1 resource of your choice for 1 other resource from the market once per round. Only if you are on the active side can you also build. You can also build through the desert into an adjacent area. You receive 2 additional victory points for your first settlement in an adjacent area. The region on an edge mat also counts as an adjacent area. Treat the printed gray pieces as you would any other player's pieces. You only compete for the longest route with the person opposite you. This also applies to the greatest knight power. The first player to play 2 knights receives 2 additional victory points. When you play a knight, you always return the robber to the desert of your starting area. Then take 1 resource from the supply of the terrain hex on which the robber was placed. If the robber is already in the desert, it remains there. You may take any 1 resource from the supply. As soon as the timer runs out, the round ends immediately. You may not perform any further actions. The app starts the next round immediately afterwards. If a 7 is rolled, neither the sun nor the moon are active. Instead, the robber comes into play. This can happen from round 11. Everyone then has 12 seconds to do the following. Move the robber to your own starting area. The app shows you which hex it will go to. Remember that you can only move the robber in your own starting area. Important, no one may steal a resource from another person. Check your resources. If you have more than 7, you must put half of them in the supply. If you have an odd number, round down. If you reach 18 or more victory points during your turn, you win. And now, have fun with CATAN Connect.
All right, that's it. It's all set. Now it has to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines or your connectivities or whatever you need to start to play the biggest game of CATAN Connect so far. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go in 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Our first station, our first switch will be Hong Kong, where we will look at the players preparing and starting for the signal. No, the game has not been started yet. It looks like everyone's getting ready, everyone's getting on the seats. And today we will celebrate not only 30 years of CATAN, we will celebrate the very first Asian champion and respectively 3 national champions, Hong Kong, Taiwan and Japan. I'm not sure that this signal is received over there. The game has not started yet, like it's looking like. Let's switch over to Taiwan. Maybe there's already the gaming. Yes, the gaming action has started. We see players compete against each other. Like I said before, a game of CATAN Connect can be very chaotic. It's definitely not a game to play in a public library because silence is not the main thing to expect from a game of CATAN Connect. While we're in Taiwan, interestingly, 30,000 copies of CATAN have been sold in Taiwan, including both games and expansions, and officially introduced was the game in 2004, so 21 years ago. They lost 9 years of fun and experience since the game was released in 1995. Swan Panasia is the publisher in Taiwan, and the very first traditional Chinese edition was published in 2009. So, next stop on our journey throughout the games and locations will be Japan. And there we have the pictures. On the top right corner we see the split screen, 14 seconds, 13, 12, 10. That's the CATAN Connect app, which leads and guides the players throughout the game. Looks like most of the players have finished their turn already, and now it's the dice roll is a 5, 35 seconds to act for all players in Japan. Oh yeah, I think in the very beginning the turns of each player might be not really that long yet, but later that will be different, and yeah, might be a bit problematic if you try to build like 2 cities and 1 settlement, 2 roads, and try to get the biggest army, for example. Also, you have to trade and build and everything like simultaneously. And you see already the next turn is in the making. A 9 is rolled by the Connect app, and yeah, in 30 seconds the round is finished already again. Now it's the moon phase, like you see in the app on the very top, there's a moon. Next to act will be the sun side, the sunny side of the game. Everybody's looking at the timer. The players are already finished their turns. And you see, that's what I meant with the game. CATAN Connect is very fast-paced. It's highly interactive, very obviously. Interestingly, in Japan, since its launch, over 1 million copies of CATAN have been sold to this day. And there was a memorable event in Japan with over 500 participants joined the regional CATAN competition held in the Tokyo area. All right, I think it's time to switch to our very first, let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. We have international players asked what was the first time, or when was the first time you played CATAN, and this is what they said.
En el 2022 en Alemania con mi padre cuando fuimos de vacaciones, en una cervecería lo tenían ahí apartado, se veía claramente CATAN, preguntamos qué era, nos explicaron cómo jugarlo y de ahí nació la pasión con mi padre.
Von Anfang an, als das Spiel 1995 veröffentlicht wurde, waren wir gleich alle total begeistert davon.
La primera vez que jugué CATAN fue en 2020, para inicios de la pandemia, cuando empezamos a jugar online con muchos jugadores de Chile en la aplicación.
我第一次玩 CATAN 咧，就係5年前喺 board game 鋪同朋友玩嘅。
When I was 15 years old, I was in a store, and a game store like this one, with some friends, and some people were playing CATAN. We asked, what is that? And they asked us to play, and it was that the first time.
I want to say it was around 2009, because I was just rediscovering modern board gaming at that time, and I had heard of CATAN, but I came to it a bit later in my journey. That said, when I finally did, I understood immediately why the game had been so influential to our hobby.
Poprvé to bylo v mých 7 letech, když mě k té hře dotáhl kamarád.
Bueno, la primera vez que jugué CATAN fue en el verano del 2017. Realmente empezamos a jugar con la familia.
6 years ago, I played CATAN Junior with my nephews, and then we discovered this amazing game.
Eh ben, alors, je sais que le jeu est sorti il y a longtemps, mais moi j'ai joué à CATAN très tard. J'ai joué, je crois, peut-être il y a 2-3 ans.
Comencé a jugar CATAN cuando empezó la pandemia. Ahí fue mi primer encuentro con CATAN.
Eu tinha por volta de 9, 10 anos, então estas foram as primeiras vezes que eu joguei CATAN e foi o primeiro jogo que eu joguei.
The first time I played CATAN was 15 years ago.
De la pandemia, perdón, 2 años, en la época de la pandemia. Entonces mis hijas me enseñaron a jugar CATAN y la que perdía lavaba los platos.
So nice to see that CATAN, one board game, is bringing together so many people on so many different levels. Friends, family, strangers, everybody. Like today in our big tournament all over the world. At the moment we are in Asia. We are in Hong Kong, we are in Taiwan and in Japan. And we have another question for our international players. And we asked them, what do you like most about Catan?
A vlastně poměrně jednoduše se do té hry dá rychle dostat a mohou jí hrát jak dospělí.
El poder negociar y descubrir cosas de personas solo jugando, de la personalidad y eso es algo que me gusta mucho.
Les disputes, quand tu promets des trucs à échanger et que ça part en sucette parce que les gens ne sont pas d'accord et que tu reviens sur tes échanges et que quelqu'un s'en mêle et que finalement l'échange tombe, l'accord tombe à l'eau.
Oh, well, the wheeling and dealing is so fun. Negotiating for that key resource you need, and even better, cutting in on someone else's deal, pretty great. Now, a close second is putting the robber on a key space that causes the rest of the table to groan. That's pretty good too.
Dazu gefällt mir die Mischung gut, nämlich eben aus der Spielintelligenz und der Strategie, aber auch das Würfelglück.
People often say Catan is a game about luck, but the better you get, the less luck matters.
What I like most about Catan is the tournaments, playing with people.
I like the fact that there's so many different strategies you can use, I think, depending on how the board plays out.
Me gusta que es un juego que te ayuda a pensar y a planificar estratégicamente, pero no pierdes el contacto con las personas.
我中意個卡坦嘅地方咧，就係佢同其他 board game 唔同，佢好獨特嘅，佢有得交流啦、談判啦、貿易。
Creo que lo que más me gusta es el conocer personas nuevas en los torneos y en las ligas.
Het spel is voor over nadenken, strategieën en het sociale aspect geworden.
It's an excellent entry game. It's one of those games which can be easily recommended as one of the best choices when you want to show classical modern board games to someone interested in discovering this hobby.
I like how it resembles a little bit of life itself. There's a series of choices that you need to make to play Catan. And there's trading, and of course you can and should create value for yourself while playing Catan.
The best part of Catan is that you can teach this game in just a few minutes. Just say, roll the dice, take resources, build the cities, build the roads, and be careful about thieves, and you are ready to play.
Very exciting to hear the very favorites of the international players of Catan. The board game. But what about Catan Connect? I would say we go over to Hong Kong again and see how things are playing out over there. I asked before and it was said they have 12 active players at the moment playing simultaneously one game. Interestingly, in Hong Kong they have tournaments and under 18 tournament, a open competition. Both tournaments will be are held every year, and in 2024 each of these tournaments had more than 100 participants, and this is for an offline board game a really good number to get. On top of that, there are regular monthly local game store competitions, and they even have a ranking system to record results and rank the registered players. So Hong Kong is the way to go to play Catan. Also, there's a Catan Association, which is formed by Catan fans, organizing gatherings and competitions, and they even have a judge program to train people interested in helping with competitions. I mean, that's dedication, or is it not? And from dedication comes success, because in the World Championship there were multiple participants. In 2025, Hong Kong had David Look at the table, who went 4th place in the World Championship. And 2022, Hong Kong led the 8th player. And 2012, Chan Chi-Wai from Hong Kong was the first runner-up in the World Championship. So Catan has a very strong base in Hong Kong, and I'm very sure we have very strong players on the table today. We will see how it plays out. Maybe the big winner will be from Hong Kong. But now it's time to go over the next station. The next place will be Taiwan. Here also lots of action on the tables. And I find it quite fascinating to see how many players can play simultaneously in Japan. Yay! Say hello, Taiwan! Yep, the timer is ticking down the next round. Everybody is waiting for the dice roll to determine the next actions, the next income of bricks, of ore, of wheat, and so on. Also, in Taiwan, there is a national CATAN qualifier held every 2 years, very often hosted in shopping malls like today's event. The game is also featured in Swan's board game gatherings and occasionally even in local game night events. Oh, I hear we've got pictures from Japan. Let's switch over. Also, the players are waiting. Oh, the timer has been increased from 35 to 45 seconds. Yeah, which makes absolute sense because the further the game advances, the more things will be to do, and to keep the chaos factor a little down, it's very advisable to increase the timer as the game prolongs. Also, interesting fun fact from Japan. We have over 50 people today, and oh, I see there's an invite tournament for the Japanese championship. Very interesting to see. Our first 15 minutes of gameplay are almost over. After that, we will go into a break. We will have some voices. Oh, what is there? Is it a strategic sheet? Oh, my Japanese is really not that good to see and read what is there, but maybe there is some kind of cheat sheet for some persons, or it's the rules written down. I don't know, but you see, oh, there is the 4-year-old, the youngest participant in today's event. Awesome to see. Great, 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 great. On top of the national CATAN competition in Japan every year, events like this are really, really nice. All right, I've got a voice in my ear that tells me the first 15 minutes are over, and that means we switch to the on-site locations and have... Oh yeah, I hear they're still playing. There's still some people playing, maybe due to the, well, a bit delayed start in the beginning, which is fine. So we just wait and see and have fun. Maybe, can somebody here please play a round of CATAN Connect with me while we're waiting? I mean, I have a couple of persons around me here in the... Okay. You guys were very lucky because we have pictures from Taiwan, so we play later, and now we switch to Taiwan. Hello, how was the first 15 minutes of intense gameplay for you? Are you hearing me already? Hello? Hello? Hello, Taiwan. Hello, yes, I hear you. Yeah, we hear you. How were your first 15 minutes of gameplay?
I'm not very sure what I'm doing because I can hear. Yes, I can hear.
Okay.
He is our influencer in Taiwan, and he is Bei Long, and now he is going to share some thoughts of CATAN Connect with us.
Yes, please share your thoughts.
Yes.
Share your thoughts with us.
What is the question?
The question is, share your thoughts of CATAN Connect with the international audience.
Okay, I think this is really fresh and actually customized for this special event.
Yes, for this event and others like this. I mean, you can scale the player count in theory to infinity. Because if you have enough sets of Connect, you can play with the whole world population in theory. But for events like this, up to 50 players, for conventions, it's really, really nice and it's fast paced. How did you experience the first 15 minutes of gameplay with all the other contestants?
This rule is very unique. You can try to other people and free to try to computer CPU because I'm in the sideway.
Ah, you're in the sideway. Do you feel this is an advantage or a disadvantage for you at the moment?
Pardon?
Do you feel sitting on the side of the map is an advantage for you, or is it a disadvantage, or doesn't it matter?
It's more free. I think it's more free, and you need to factor your update to straight to side CPU.
Okay.
Computer.
So the Connect app, which guides the players through the game, do you feel it is a necessary asset? Is it a nice to have asset? Because when we look at the players during the tournament, everybody is always like, okay, what is the time? Now I can do the next actions. What was it for you like?
Like what? What resource I like?
Do you like to work with the timer that everybody acts completely simultaneously?
Yes. I'm not a big fan for a timer, but in this unique rule, and the timer is necessary because we need to think. And the CATAN is a beginner friendly, so the timer will not very bother me.
Thank you very much. So what was the first 15 minutes for you? Did you achieve anything yet? Like, do you have your second city already? Do you have quite a long road? Do you have a strategy that you follow in the first 15 minutes that you might continue for the rest of the game?
Actually, no, because we are not unlocked. We don't have list number 5. But the dice is always roll 5. So I and the neighbor didn't take any resource to trade. So we are stuck now.
All right. Thank you very much for your first impressions, and all the best to you and everybody else for the rest of the game. I hope we talk again later when we crown the big winner. Thank you very much and have much more fun. We switch over now to Taiwan. To Hong Kong, excuse me, to Hong Kong. All right. Oh, you have a guest beside you already?
Yes, I have a guest here, and may I introduce him to you?
Please.
I think he is a really familiar face to all the CATAN players out of the world because he's David Luke. He's the Hong Kong representative of CATAN World Championship this year. In April, he won the 3rd runner-up.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. We mentioned you, by the way, before. I hope you will be in the next World Championship too, and maybe even better ranked than 3rd runner-up.
See you all again in next championship.
Do you have any special tactics or strategies in general for CATAN the board game, which might work also in CATAN Connect?
I would like to develop the settlement and city first because take a lot of resource can benefit the game very much.
All right, thank you very much. You as a more or less professional player, as a very successful player, would you say that the factor of luck, because every round there's a dice roll and, well, that's the luck factor. The better you play, the more knowledge you have about the game, about tactics, strategics, resources. Does that minimize the luck factor a lot for you?
咁咧，你覺得啦？你作為一個 Catan 嘅專業 player 啦，你覺得咧喺呢個 game 入面咧，其實 luck 嘅 factor 佔幾多？因為你每一 round 都會 roll 個 dice 啊，但係定係你覺得作為你咁資深嘅玩家啦，玩咗咁多年啦，你會唔會覺得喺個資源嘅管控上面其實會 overtake 咗 luck 嘅呢一樣嘢咧？
I think luck is a part of this game, but because in normal Catan we need to control the rubber, but in this game we don't need to control rubber, but we need still we need to draw the development card, and we of course the decks, the resource what we produce is a very tricky point, but also we can using the trading to other player or something skills, it can be reduce the luck of decks. So I think we should face this lucky decks, but we have the skills to develop to make me win percentage improve.
Professional players don't need luck. Professional players always have the tactics in their heads and in their minds.
Also need the luck.
Oh, it's so nice to have you all here. I'm really excited about this event. I'm so glad for you all to join us from Asia here in this live stream, in this global board game event. It's a premiere.
I'm also very happy to see you. Hope see you in the real championship next time.
Oh, I might not be competing, but maybe we see each other on site, and let's make some photos with one of the most successful Hong Kong players of Catan. So what do you think?
Oh, sure.
What do you think? Would there be a way, in theory, to become a professional Catan player? Are there like prize money, tournament prizes to live off it in the future?
我想問你會唔會有一個方程式未來會鋪排你喺卡坦入面嘅 professional 嘅呢一條道路？你會唔會話參加多啲唔同嘅 tournament 啊？睇下可唔可以靠 tournament 俾你嘅獎金去做未來嘅職業一個 career？
It is still a very long way, but I would I'm planning to play the My Sport Olympian in August in London. In London, I'm training for the City and Life Catan expansion, and also I would join this year at the Hong Kong Catan
We are having a Catan tournament upcoming this August, and David will definitely be joining us. So he's actually practicing no matter in Hong Kong and also in other different tournaments out of the world, and try to prepare his championship this year or next year.
That's very great to hear. I'm sure we're talking to the next big champion right now. David Luck, thank you very much for answering our questions here in this interview slot. Our break is almost over. I think it's time to get back on the table because the game will continue in a couple of moments. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, I get the signal. We can go over to Japan, and that's something we won't miss, of course. Hello, Japan. Hello. Hello. How's the mood over there?
We are excited right now.
Yes, I see that. The first 15 minutes of gameplay are over. What is your impression? How big was the chaos factor?
はい、一番今出てるのなんですかね。でもどうですか？この感じどうですかね？今。
We are very excited and
Do you have any players that already made a significant progress? Like maybe you have already someone with like 10 or 12 victory points? Yes or no? What is your situation?
今ちょっと12ポイントとか持ってる人いますか？あ、すごいいました。こちらに12ポイント持ってる人がいました。He has 12 points.
Wow, 12 points right now. Now there we have I would say there we have a favorite.
あ、こっちに13点がいます。どこですか
13
13
points.
points. Oh, wow. Congratulations so far, and we hope the streak will continue. How loud is it in your place? How loud is it in your place when everybody is chatting, everybody is trading, and everybody is competing in their turns simultaneously?
はい、今皆さん頑張って皆さんで対決しているということをいただきました。で、ちょっとここで私がインタビューしたいと思います。I want to introduce the youngest player today.
Oh, yes, please.
ちょっといい？ごめんね、こっち向ける？よいしょ、ホテル？よいしょ。Hi, what's your name? お名前言える？
田代健人です。
He's Kento!
Hi, Kento, and welcome to the biggest board game event.
He is 6 years old. 6歳だよね。6って言える？
6。
頑張ってくれました。ありがとうございます。Thank you very much.
Arigato. Many thanks.
And over here, I want to introduce you oldest oboe. He is the oldest player, and he entered CWC before.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Yes, the oldest player, maybe with the most experience and the most knowledge about the game.
Yeah.
For how long? For how long do you play CATAN, the board game?
今どのぐらいカタンプレイされてますか？
Now I had the play the CATAN for about 15 years.
15 years. 15 is a lot of experience. What is for you the difference between CATAN, the board game, and CATAN Connect today?
Yeah.
Can you say it again, please?
Yeah,
please explain the difference for you, for your experience, the difference between CATAN, the board game, and CATAN Connect.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's so difficult for me, but I'm excited to play CATAN Connect together in the world.
Can you imagine playing CATAN Connect with even more people, like in the hundreds or in the thousands? Because by the rules, and if we have enough Connect sets, that would be absolutely possible.
100セットでコネクトで遊ぶのは可能かどうかっていう。100とかも。
Yeah. If we wanted, we will be able to play CATAN with more than 100 Japanese players here. Yeah.
Great.
Because
all right.
Actually,
Oh, excuse me. I didn't want to cut off your answer.
Because actually we have more than 1,000 players in CATAN Japan National Championship in this year. So if we want to, we will be able to play more than 100 players for Catan Connect here.
Oh, I'm very excited to hear that, and I really would like to see pictures for when you play with hundreds and hundreds of players. I think that is exactly what Catan Connect is all about. So,
yes,
thank you very much for this little interview in the break, and please prepare to go on with the game, because in a few moments we will start the second round of Catan Connect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, so the break is almost over. When we give the signal, the players will continue to compete for the big prize of being the first Asian Catan Connect champion, or respectively the national champion of Taiwan, of Hong Kong and of Japan. I would say, well, let's take a look. Maybe we go over to Taiwan for a second to see. Yeah, the players look ready. Some are still on their phones. So no, the game has not been started yet, restarted yet, like the second half. Everybody is waiting. Everybody is excited, just as we are. And so I would say in 3, 2, 1, let's go! Round 2, Catan Connect. And since we were talking about the World Championships before, since 2008, Taiwan has regularly sent representatives to the Catan World Championship, and in 2022 the Taiwanese player even advanced into the global top 16. So strong players in Taiwan, definitely in the house and on the table, and we will see if one of them manages to take the big win today with him or her home. All right. So we started showing some international videos before, questions we asked international players. The next one will be, what is your favorite memory of Catan?
During the finals, I met my girlfriend, and this is like the most special memory I have from Catan.
我最深刻嘅經歷咧係玩卡坦就識咗好多朋友啦，亦都有好多同朋友嗌交嗌到面紅耳赤嘅經歷。
Organizo torneo, entonces tengo varias memorias, pero el mejor recuerdo fue el nacional del 2022 donde salí subcampeón. Esa fue una jornada.
El recuerdo favorito de Catan es cuando jugué contra mi novia y unos amigos y todos conspiraron contra mí para bloquearme, no dejarme avanzar, pero aún así les pude ganar por 11 puntos.
I have one very special memory about Catan. My beloved sister is living very far away from Rzeszów, and every single time she visited me, we played Catan.
Mi recuerdo favorito es que he podido hacer muchos amigos, estar en una comunidad que también le gusta el Catan, ¿no? Y poder reunirnos y juntarnos, ¿no? Los fines de semana, poder compartir y jugar del juego que nos gusta, ¿no?
In the United States, when I was playing at the biggest championship ever, and I was one step away from going to the final, but the 7 was rolled.
Mi recuerdo más memorable jugando Catán es jugándolo con mi familia, con mi mamá, con mi hermana, y ver cómo ellas se divierten de una forma genial.
最难忘的是我们曾经连玩了3场，将近玩8个小时。
Final game, I was in the finals. I had tons of cards, all of which would have won the game for me, but I just couldn't roll 7. And so I said, anything on 7. So I rolled a 12. And I was like, yes, I won the game with a 12.
My favorite memory, I play with my co-workers and I crushed them.
Every year, I have a friend who does Catanathon and with Catan, and her mother. This is not meant to be sad, but it's happy in the end. Her mother passed away from cancer, so she does this every year and invites me to be a part of it. And it goes on all day for like many hours, 72 hours. I think it's quite long. And even though it's recent, it's just one of those things where games bring people together, and Catan is bringing all together for a good cause and to remember somebody special. So that for me is my best memory with Catan.
Sitting together at a table, playing a game of Catan, bringing people together, having fun, that is the spirit of Catan, the board game, and that also is the spirit, of course, of Catan Connect, and we're very happy to hear from players throughout the world what nice memories they've made throughout their games and their lives with Catan. We will switch over to, I would say, Hong Kong to have a look if the game is already afoot again. Yes, concentrated players. We have the official timekeeper, referee, judge, whatever you might call him, to see that everything will be in order. To be fair, I expected a lot more chaos, a lot more yelling and screaming over trades, over building and exploring the map. But I think the quick timer also kind of keeps the chaos down. That's very interesting. For myself, I've played one round of Catan Connect with the crew members, with friends here, and it was very loud. It was very, actually a bit screamy, but very funny. We were all so excited, and yeah, unfortunately, I did not win the first game. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody else cheated, but we will fix that after this stream, because then I will crush everybody else. So let's see if we have some nice pictures from around the world to be switched to or connected to here on our stream. Oh, we're in Taiwan again. Taipei is the city in which the shopping mall is, where we play right now. Next, Japan. Everybody is excited. Everybody is highly motivated because, yeah, not less than the Asian Championship of Catan Connect is on the line. Since today we celebrate 30 years of Catan, 30 very, very successful years of Catan, we would like to look into the future and just in theory think about what might be with Catan in 30 years.
Te veo a Catán en 30 años, ya como el juego consolidado, como de los grandes juegos que todo el mundo conoce en todo el mundo. Y espero que con eventos los más grandes, si el mundial llegan 50 países, pues que en ese tiempo ya lleguen 100 países o más, como la FIFA.
I think it's always going to be here. Catan is like the white t-shirt of board games, and you're all like, what does that even mean? I used to be in fashion. The white t-shirt is the staple. Everybody does it, maybe in a different way, but somebody had started like the basis, and that's where Catan is, right? So it's going to have that longevity. You'll have different variations to appeal to different groups, but it's always just going to be Catan, what we know and what we love.
Como un juego clásico, posicionado, que llega a las mesas de las familias, porque de por sí es un juego familiar.
I expect it to still be alive, have a good community. I expect lots of weird expansions. I expect it to be in a good place.
De acá a 30 años lo veo con muchas más expansiones, lo veo más difundido, por lo menos en Lima, que haya más espacios donde poder jugar. Yo lo veo un juego que es muy asequible para todo el mundo.
The tournament scene or the competitive scene is going to get more and more competitive, more and more people are going to get exposure to it. So yeah, I think that I'm really excited to it. I think like COVID, that changed the whole dynamic a lot. The national tournament in the United States has been like double size since then, and I would love to see that around the world, like the competitive scene just keep growing and growing.
可以戴着 VR 眼镜，就好像我们真的在卡坦岛的里面去做探索和建设。
Well, I think this is a game that will stand the test of time. So my guess is that the regular edition of Catan as we know it will still be available to buy, maybe with a new cover and some new art. But that's really something because so many games do not have that kind of staying power. And Catan already does, and I think it will continue to have it.
Very, very interesting points that the international player community made here. For one, accessibility, yeah. That is one big staple from the whole Catan brand so far. The base game, all the expansions, they are very easy, accessible. Yes, you have to understand the rules, of course, but they are not so hard and you can play it with kids, you can play it with elderly people and everybody in between. And that is, yeah, one part of the success story that is Catan. I'd like to know if we have any pictures from the playing sites from... Yes, I hear we can switch to Taiwan. Let's have a look. Oh, players are still very, very busy. I expect, yeah, the best players might be around the 15, maybe 16 victory point mark. And right now I hear there is a winner in, what was it, please? Oh, let's head over to Japan. Oh, there we go. Off to Japan. We have a winner. Hey, congratulations!
Winner!
Yippee!
He's a winner!
You are the winner, the first Asian and Japanese National Catan Connect champion.
アジアの中で一番早く取りました日本です。ごちはい、すごいよ。盛り上がりがすごい盛り上がってます。1位が日本です。Japan is winner!
Congratulations from here, from the studio. Please tell us, how do you feel after the victory?
はい、どんな気持ちですか？
I'm very happy and very fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Did you have a winning strategy or did you just roll with the dice?
Yes, trade all the people for five people. Yes, and trade and the player want resource I give and don't want he trash resource give I have and all the people trade I do. Sorry.
Hey, in the end, you are the winner, so you did everything right. Congratulations again. One question from me.
Thank you.
How did the timer feel for you? What time? You started with 35 seconds, and then up to 45.
45 times. I think it's just time to play. So if too long, the time is maybe too 暇すぎる。
アフリーなのね。
アフリー。Yes. So the 45 seconds is, I think, that just time. I think.
Okay.
45 is too long for him.
Oh, 45 is
45
too long.
seconds is
Okay.
one
So
set.
okay, so 35 is next time. Are there big differences to a normal game of Catan for you?
Normal カタンです。ノーマルカタンはめちゃくちゃ僕は得意です。
He is very, very good at Catan standard.
そのうち世界に行くことを目標にしてい
He
るので、
will
よろしくお
go
願いし
to
ます。
next CWC.
Oh, do we have the next world champion here from Japan? Yes, right?
今度は日本のチャンピオンになるのね。
All right. So last question from me. What is it that you like the most about Catan and Catan Connect?
Catan, sorry. Today is Catan Connect, but I love Catan. Yes.
All right.
He loves Catan, but today is only Catan Connect.
Yes.
Absolutely. Today is a very, very special day, a very special event with Catan Connect the World. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for being the very first winner of Catan Connect through Asia. You are the Asian champion, also the Japanese national champion. And this will bring you lots of honor and maybe even a couple of sponsors. Who knows?
Sponsor? Sponsor? Who sponsor?
そうそう、カタンアジアのチャンピオン、日本のチャンピオンだけど、今日はアジアのチャンピオンとして。はい、おめでとうございました。あ、certificate! We have a certificate!
Also, I would like to say thank you to all the other players competing for the championship today. It was great to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the nice experience, for the great mood and the excitement that you brought to the world through Catan Connect.
はい、素晴らしいカタンありがとうございました。
All right. Okay, so we have the big winner, but the question is, of course, there are still players competing in Taiwan and in Hong Kong. And I would say let's have a look how it's going over there. Hong Kong, okay. People are still very, very concentrated, of course. I mean, it is a huge honor to win this day and this competition. Another question we asked our international players before this day and before this tournament, when and with whom do you play Catan?
Avec mes potes. Avec mes potes, voilà, mes potes d'enfance, avec qui on aime bien se marrer.
I have a good Catan community in the Hokkaido region of Japan, in my hometown. This way, I am able to play Catan every week with my good friends and community members.
Por lo general juego más que todo con mis amigos y mi novia, que son los que también les gustó bastante el juego.
Ich spiele Catan so oft es geht, rund um die Uhr, mit meiner Familie, mit meinen Freunden, aber in erster Linie halt auch auf Turnieren, deswegen bin ich sehr viel unterwegs, deutschlandweit auch, und ja, wenn mal niemand zum Spielen da ist, dann bin ich online und spiele auf der Plattform Catan Universe.
Juego Catán principalmente con mi familia y también con los amigos de manera online porque soy de región.
I play mostly with my friends, and this has been since that first day that I played with them in a game store.
Juego mucho con mis amigos de manija de juego y con una comunidad enorme que se armó a pulmón. Jugamos un torneo mensualmente y también cada tanto se arman partidas online. 我通常咧會放工啦，同一班都係好中意桌遊嘅發燒友咧一齊去玩卡。
I usually play with my sister, my girlfriend, maybe my mother or my brother-in-law.
Well, I've played Catan with family and with friends and with strangers. I've played it at home, I've played it at stores, I've played it in other countries. So I guess I've played Catan with a bunch of people and in a whole bunch of places.
And that is the exact spirit of Catan, with a whole bunch of people in a whole bunch of places to play. You can play Catan worldwide. The rules are simple enough. So many players are there globally to play with, to have fun with, and if you're up for it, to compete with in a tournament like today. I listen in, and we have a close finish line. We're on the finish line, as well in Hong Kong, as well as in Taiwan. Last I heard was like there were players with 16 points, so it's just a matter of moments. 2 points, that's the longest road, that's the biggest army, that's one city to build. So 2 points, very, very quick to make. Now is the time that every contestant has to take care what to trade with which player to give the best advantage to themselves. Oh, I hear. We have a winner. We have a winner in Taiwan. So just let's head over. Hello, Taiwan. Do you hear me? Obviously, we have the winner in Taiwan, in Taipei. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Congratulations to the winner. No? Not yet?
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right. Test. Can you hear us now?
Okay, yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, awesome. So, congratulations to the Taiwanese national champion in CATAN Connect.
台湾的冠军，然后还有 He's the champion of today.
Please
So,
introduce the
let me-
champion.
Okay. 我现在介绍你。Can you tell us what is your name? 你的名字。对，中文。Wei Chen. His name. Wei Chen.
Wei Chan.
I'm 13 years old. He is 13 years old.
Congratulations, Wei Chan, 13 years old. How do you feel after your victory?
就是很紧张。Oh, he said he was very nervous. 为什么？就是我一个人知道，就是我现在我手都还在抖。Oh, he said he is still very shaky due to nervous.
Did you follow a specific strategy or did you just roll with the dice and as the game developed?
是跟着游戏，就是运气。He said I think he is very humble. He said he thinks he won because of luck, and he just went with the flow of the game.
All right, thank you. Please tell us, how was the experience to play CATAN, in this case CATAN Connect, with so many people simultaneously? 比较多人，就是比较欢乐一点，然后就是大家都对我很友善，就是我要换什么，大家都会来一起听我换。He said he felt playing CATAN Connect, everybody is much more friendly because when he tried to trade, what he asked for, everyone trade with him, and this is very different from the original CATAN, the basic CATAN. Would you say this might be the biggest difference, that in a game of CATAN, the board game, everyone is much more like stressed to play for oneself? It's less stressful and everyone is very friendly. And he said the biggest differences is of course the players. So much more players playing with him. He felt like that. Okay. How was the experience to play with a timer? 让我会去，就是在对方在建造东西的时候，让我去想，我下一步我要做什么事情。He felt the timer when it is not his turn, and he
we need to use the time of the opponent's turn to think of his strategy, and that helps him a lot.
All right. Thank you very much for the impressions. Thank you for the participation. And again, congratulations to be the national winner in Taiwan. And thank you everybody, all the players who participated. See you next time around. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. That is an awesome experience, I tell you guys. Now we have a very interesting fact, because in Hong Kong we have 2 winners. Hong Kong, please explain why you have 2 winners.
Oh, we have Ching Ching and we have David here. They are both the winner of our game today, because they are both scoring 18 at the same round right at the moment.
Wow! Congratulations. So you have 2 national champions in Hong Kong. 2 champions to represent Hong Kong in the CATAN world from now on. Congratulations. Please tell us, how do you feel after the victory?
恭喜晒你哋兩個啦！想問下你哋兩個覺得個感覺如何呢？清清。
It's a really exciting game because you're playing against the clock, so very tense, and you need to keep counting all the steps and then all the resources, and then because you're taking turn, that's why you have to wait for your turn to come, and then you have to bet that you are not getting a 7, so it's pretty exciting.
And how about things?
I think the time controlling is very important in this game. So it's very exciting and yeah, make me mind need to very keen and very smooth to do everything. Yeah.
I believe both winners think that the timer is actually making the whole atmosphere slightly tense, because they think the timer, counting down from 35 seconds, is actually making them need to do the decision really quick and right at the moment too.
I think that's a core point of CATAN Connect, and something that CATAN players who only played the board game by now, or until now, will have to adjust to. But it's a very interesting development, and to David especially, because you already competed in the World Championship. Is there a big difference between the CATAN, the board game tournament, and the CATAN Connect tournament of today?
咁呢條問題咧係俾 David 嘅，咁咧佢就問你啦，覺得今次呢個 CATAN Connect 呢一個活動咧，對於你嚟講同平時 CATAN 嘅 tournament 嚟講咧，有啲乜嘢分別
？Because we are playing the same game as a lot of people, so we not only need to care about the player very close to us, also need to care every player in the table. So there's a lot of different mindset in normal tournament.
咁我又想問一問青青啦，對於你嚟講咧，平時有玩開卡坦啊，咁對於你嚟講，卡坦同 CATAN Connect 對於你嚟講有冇好大嘅分別啊
？Yes, I do think so, because I think the new one, the CATAN Connect, you have more flexibility in trading, because you're not just trading with your competitors, but you're trading with your neighbors. Mm-hmm. So from this point of view, neighbor, they are not really directly competing with you, so they're more likely to trade with you, while in original or traditional CATAN game, you are just trading with your competitors directly. So there are more hesitations, and they are more unwilling to trade with you, so you are more difficult to get resources compared with CATAN Connect. So this game is really competing with the clock, because you trade with your neighbors at the same time, and then doing multi actions at one turn, so it's more exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very interesting aspect you said there. So can I assume the switch from the CATAN main game to CATAN Connect was quite easy and very exciting and interesting for you?
咁對於兩位嚟講啦，你 switch 由 CATAN 依家今次玩 CATAN Connect 啦，你哋會覺得呢個 game 係較 CATAN 嚟講容易啊，定係較 CATAN 嚟講係難啲咧？呢個遊戲對於你哋嚟講 ，David 答先。
It may be a little more difficult because everyone have the very close setting, so we need to find the very small point how we can leading another player. So it may be a lot of strategy in maybe we need to very deep develop. Yeah. Okay.
How about Ching?
I agree with David that like CATAN Connect is a bit more challenging because like there is more like how do you say, like you can't really trade a lot or like because you're fighting with the time but not really with competitors, so you can't really form alliances because in like traditional CATAN game you can still form alliances, you can still like try to attack one or two players at the same time, but in CATAN Connect like there's no this element, so you can't really form alliances, in which I think that is more challenging.
I believe both winners think that like CATAN and CATAN Connect, they do have differences. Although they got like a really similar name, but they got like different strategies among two different games. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. First of all, for competing. Second of all, for winning. Hong Kong has now two representative national champions. Also, I would like to extend the thanks to all the other players who participated today in this event. And also, I would like to thank you for the nice hosting. Thank you very much.
You.
And,
right, let me tell all of them.
Yeah, please.
所以各位CATAN 嗰邊咧，好多謝各位今日都有嚟玩呢個 CATAN Connect 嘅活動嚟嘅。I believe every one of them enjoyed the game a lot, and both winners do have like thinking this game is pretty challenging. It's pretty interesting for them to swap from CATAN to CATAN Connect, and we do enjoy the whole event. And special thanks, firstly, to our venue provider, which is CATAN Institute, for helping us setting up the whole venue and also giving us such a beautiful and lovely place. And also, secondly, we have Hong Kong CATAN Association members. We have two of the members. We have the chairman, even right here, like out of the camera, even come here. Like both of them,
yes,
they're helping so much for us today, and they're helping us to host this whole event and also telling our participants the rules of the game and everything. So special thanks to every one of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope we'll see us again next time. I'm very sure this will be not the last time we have an event like this. It's so much fun, it's so much excitement. Again, congratulations and lots of thanks to all of you guys who helped make this happen. And again, congratulations to the winners. That's it from here for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
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 Wow. So thank you again to all contestants playing in Asia, and of course to our audience who bared with us all the time, now all over the globe. This is the most exciting anniversary I could ever imagine. 30 years of CATAN, 30 years of fun game nights with friends and family. We will see us shortly when we switch over to Europe, and I think there is one thing that I had here. Wait a second. So many cards here. Oh, so many. But I think I'm done. I think that's it. Okay, I just hear, even though the tournament is officially finished in all of the 3 locations that we visited before, the players are just restarting and playing again and again and again. And that is the spirit of CATAN Connect. So I would say in a couple of moments, in a couple of hours, better said, we will switch over to Europe. So I say bye-bye, thank you, and stay tuned.